Graduates of the College of Education. Coming into the building today felt very odd. This is the first time that I've walked through these doors since March, and I started to think about all of the ways the pandemic has changed our lives and all of the things that I miss. I miss walking across campus, crossing the road between Edwards and Education, and wondering why don't any of you ever use the tunnel. I miss waiting in the Tim Hortons lineup with all of you. It always moved so quickly. I miss hearing about the things your students taught you during your practicum. And I miss congratulating those of you who finally found room 2060 in your fourth year. But what I will really miss, especially at this time, is hearing our university chancellor admit you to convocation. Watching you beam with pride while crossing that stage in front of your family and friends, and congratulating you in person for your commitment to the most noble of professions. But I can't wallow for very long, because although the costs of this pandemic have been massive, as a fellow graduate of this Bachelor of Education program, this year has taught me many things. Much of the world has been slowed by COVID-19, but as teachers, you, along with me, haven't slowed. We haven't relented on our commitment to the values of the profession. We haven't held back on our dedication to its ideals, and we haven't wavered in our belief in its merits. This was especially evident these past several weeks. When teachers were asked to engage in remote instruction, we saw story after story showing how they exceeded this expectation across our communities. We watched news stories about teachers bringing the classroom to driveways, helping students measure out proper social distancing, and then delivering instruction in literacy, music, and arts. We read articles about teachers developing new apps, creating online book clubs, and building exciting lessons that could be completed with materials from home. We learned about students borrowing computer equipment, students being given smartphones, and teachers solving internet access challenges for families living in areas where bandwidth was insufficient. And while sometimes these solutions weren't perfect, the search for better ways didn't stop. This is because as teachers, we never ever stop learning. Regardless of what we think we know, we always need to learn more. We are not only responsible for our own students' learning, but also for our own. It's also because we teach with integrity. We understand the responsibility that we have to our students. They rely on us, and so we rely on our own creativity and resourcefulness to be what we need to be for them. And it's also because, as teachers, we are committed to learn with and in community. And we do this with empathy, grace, and compassion on day 1 and on day 1000. Graduates of 2020, I see all of this in you. You have achieved the scholarship and credentials of a professional teacher. But this class, your class, has faced this interruption head-on with the fortitude and perseverance that only graduates of this college can. You have displayed the resilience that I would expect of you, not necessarily because you wanted to, but because it needed to be done. You have renewed and reinforced my unending belief in and respect for the profession. For these and for so many other reasons, I am honored to acknowledge all of you as the newest alumni of the College of Education, University of Saskatchewan. We are a unique group. We understand the power of education.